Hey guys, it's your boy Bears and welcome to my Monday Night Raw results video. I gotta say, Raw was a pretty good show. Um, Start off with Stephanie McMahon introducing the makeover version of Daniel Bryan. I gotta say, he looked way different. I mean, way different. His hair in a was tied up and washed. Yeah, he was wearing a suit. He suited up, man. He suited up. But what freaked me out the most was Daniel Bryan, the vegan, ate meat. Yeah, he ate meat. That fucking scared the shit out of me. I was like, whoa, what the hell, man? What the hell? It's too much too soon. And came out and said your Brian's makeover wasn't fully complete. Brian had to still shave off the beard. It had Wade Barrett come down to shave off Daniel Bryan's beard. But like most WWE plans, it didn't go as planned. Wade Barrett ended up having half of his beard shaved off by Daniel Bryan. And went up to the top of the stage. He's not accepting Mr. McMahon's offer. And then he took off the jacket of the suit, and then he took off the tie, and he broke open his shirt. He just ripped it open, and there was his shirt. Seeing his white shirt that says the champion's here, and then there's an arrow pointing to a picture of the title on his shirt. Well, Brian's shirt said the beard is here, and there was an arrow pointing up to the beard. Oh, it was hilarious. It's actually kind of fun to see. The beard is here. uh, the first match of the night was Alberto Del Rio with his personal ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez back in his corner. Del Rio was taking on Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam. And after a failed attempt at an interference from Ricardo Rodriguez, as Rob Van Dam defeated Alberto Del Rio, who, with the help of the Bucket. And after the match, Del Rio viciously attacked Ricardo Rodriguez. I think it's safe to say that we have heard the last personal ring announcement for Alberto Del Rio. Next, Cody Rhodes came up to give Damien Sandow back a very soggy Money in the Bank briefcase. Yeah, Cody Rhodes had gotten the briefcase back. It was covered in seaweed. It was soggy. The B was almost completely washed off. Cody Rhodes opened the briefcase. For the first time ever, the Money in the Bank briefcase was actually opened. And you could see the contract was absolutely soggy. A match has been set up between the two at SummerSlam. The next match was the next thing was a match between Mark Henry and Ryback. After Mark Henry got in control, Ryback took a walk, realizing he couldn't bully the world's strongest man. Then John Cena came out to address the WWE Universe. Yeah, that didn't work out. He was there, he said very, John Cena wasn't, he sounded very angry during the promo, and unlike John Cena kind of thing. It wasn't like a normal John Cena promo. He sounded very angry. He made a point to the fans that no matter who they cheer for at the pay-per-view, Cena was going to make sure that he remained the WWE champion. As he said before, their time is now, referring to him and his fans, the C Nation. And that the champ was here, referring to where he was. And he was interrupted by Randy Orton. That got JBL on the Michael Cole and Jerry King Lawler all buzzing whether Randy Orton was about to cash in his Money in the Bank case. But Orton just came down to inform Cena that no matter who leaves SummerSlam the WWE champion, it's only a matter of time before the title goes back to the Viper. And they were staring each other down. I would love to see what was going to happen next. But before we could see if anything happened between Cena and Orton, we hear the ominous, familiar music of The Shield, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. The trio came down through the crowd like they normally do, and they seemed to have a plan to attack Randy Orton and John Cena. But Cena and Orton were doing well to keep the Shield out of the ring, because they knew if the Shield had gotten in the ring, it would be a very bad scene, because the two of them would have been on the wrong end of a Shield beatdown. Before the Shield could get in the ring and do business, thanks to Orton and Cena holding him at bay, the now made over Daniel Bryan came down to the ring to even the odds. After a small brawl, the Shield were about to tuck their tail in between their legs and leave when Raw General Manager Brad Maddox came out and made a 6-man tag team match with the Shield taking on Cena, Bryan, and Orton. You could just feel that wasn't going to work. Next was a tag team match between Sons of Funk and the Wyatt family members Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Rowan and Harper won the match. And after the match, when Bray Wyatt and the other did his finishing move on Ambrose Clay, Bray Wyatt started talking about Kane. It seemed like the promo was over, but then Kane appeared on the Titantron and promised that Bray Wyatt's family won't be able to save him at SummerSlam when the ring is surrounded by fire. So it looks like the return of the Inferno match. There hasn't been an Inferno match since, I'd say, 2007? I think the last Inferno match was 2007 between Kane and MVP. I'm not sure, but I can almost guarantee it. That was the last one I saw anyway. Maybe I missed one, but I'm pretty sure that was the last one there was recently. And that was a few years ago. Next was a match between Layla and Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn looked like she was gonna pick up the win when the AJ Lee came out, and as she normally does, skips around the ring. She got up on the apron to distract Kaitlyn, and Kaitlyn turned into a big kick from Layla, and Layla got the 1, 2, 3. Christian defeated Heath Slater thanks to a spear, and JBL made the good note that if Christian nails the spear at SummerSlam, they will have a new World Heavyweight Champion, referring to the WWE. CM Punk then took on Curtis Axel, a match that went to a no contest when CM Punk grabbed Paul Heyman and dragged him into the ring before Punk could deal out any pain to Heyman. And who fucking called it? The music plays, and out comes the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. I fucking called it. I even said it. I said it during when I was watching Raw. I said, called it. But seriously, Punk and Lesnar had a back and forth brawl, but Lesnar got the better of it. He hit Punk with the F5 and hit Punk over and over again with a steel chair that Punk was planning to use as an equalizer. Well, I hope Punk wasn't relying on that at SummerSlam, because that's kind of going to be a disqualification. Unless the match is going to be no holds barred or something. And then, in an interview, Lesnar said that he was the Beast and the best. And then he told Heyman, say something stupid. And Heyman did! Heyman did say something stupid. Heyman said the most stupidest thing ever spoken by a human being. Paul Heyman challenged CM Punk to a match next week on Raw. I'm not fucking you up. I'm not joking. he really challenged CM Punk to a match. I don't care how bad Punk got beat up by Brock Lesnar. 50 Brock Lesnars would not be able to hurt Punk enough for him to be hurt enough to be beaten by Paul Heyman. Lesnar fucking called it himself. Heyman said something very stupid. I can't help shake the feeling that this is some sort of trap. But if you're CM Punk, you take it just to get your hands on Heyman. So you could beat his Waller's ass from here to India and back. Next was a match between Fandango versus the returning Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston won via Trouble in Paradise. Then there was another tag team match between the Real Americans and the Usos. Can't help wondering, will the Usos be facing the Shield for the tag titles at SummerSlam? It seemed like that's where they were going, but last night's Raw, Shield were back trying to attack other superstars, now focused on the Usos and Henry. Anyway, I guess we'll learn as we get closer to SummerSlam what will happen. Then there was a match between Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. Biggie Langston picked up the victory when he hit Ziggler with the big ending. Are they building up to something at SummerSlam, or is that it? I really can't imagine that's it, to be honest with you. Then it was time for the 6-man tag team match between the Shield and who were taking on Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, and WWE Champion John Cena. The match broke down, and the Shield got themselves disqualified. All hell broke loose. Now, the Shield were seemingly sent packing. Orton hit Bryan with an RKO after, I guess, Orton felt Bryan intentionally threw one of the Shield members into Orton, when Orton and Cena were trying to make sure that the Shield members weren't going to interfere with Bryan. And again, that was before the match was over. Was it? No, I think that was after the match. Actually, I'm not sure. I'll have to watch it again. But it looked like Orton was gonna hit Cena when the Shield came back into the fray. Orton and Cena fall off the Shield. Well, then the Shield left. And then Orton hit Cena with an RKO. And JBL was saying, cash in, Orton, cash in. I kind of felt like he was. I really thought he was. And he got out of the ring, grabbed the referee and his briefcase. It looked like he was going in to cash in when the Shield came back. And Orton, even though it was a pretty heelish thing to do, I agree with what Orton did. He he took his briefcase and he went home. He left Cena and Bryan to be absolutely destroyed. Cena was hit with a spear by Roman Reigns, and Daniel Bryan was given, quote-unquote, the Shield style of makeover when he was hit with her patented triple power bomb. But really, that helps Randy Orton. If both Bryan and Cena are destroyed, nothing will stop Orton from just waltzing in and becoming the WWE Champion again. So really, I'm happy Cena and Bryan got their ass kicked by the Shield. The sooner Orton becomes a 10-time champion, the better. Oh, and Triple H also planned to foil Mr. McMahon's plans when Stephanie informed him that he almost bit her head off about the makeover her calling wrong. Triple H said he wasn't going to let Mr. McMahon ruin SummerSlam. He said that the once creative genius was gone. Something is going to happen between Triple H and Mr. McMahon, and it seems like it's going to all explode at SummerSlam. How will this play out? How will everything play out? I'm super psyched for next week's Raw. Let me know in the section below what you thought of Raw. Because it was a very good one. Like, comment, and subscribe.